A museum is an institution that cares for and conserves a collection of artifacts and other objects of scientific, artistic, cultural, or historical importance and makes them available for public viewing through exhibits that may be permanent or temporary. Museums have varying aims, ranging from serving researchers and specialists to serving the general public. The purpose of modern museum is to collect, preserve, interpret, and display items of cultural, artistic, or scientific significance for the education of the public. Museum purposes vary from institution to institution. Some favor education over conservation or vice versa.
This is a stuffed specimen of sloth. You can see the peculiarity of this animal. They are all tree dwellers. They live on insects and small creatures like lizards. They love to eat the newly born shoots of the plants. Mainly they are plant eaters, and they hang from the branches of the tree, and they are neither bear nor these monkeys. These are a medium-sized mammals found in Central and South America, and there are two varieties of sloths are available. One is Megalonychidae, having 2 toes. Another is Bradypoidae, having 3 toes. Here we are having the specimens of 3 toes animals, so it belongs to the family Bradypoidae.
This is nocturnal amphibian which lives in leaf litters near permanent sources of water. They are found in the lowlands of the Gulf coastal plains of the United States of America. Mole salamanders have stocky, short bodies with large heads and are normally gray or dark brown in color with darker mottling and lighter gray undersides. Healthy mole salamanders are indicators of aquatic system health. Larval mole salamanders have been found to successfully reduce mosquito population. It is also called horned toad because of its rounded body and blunt nose. It has spines on its body which are actually modified scales, while the horns on the head are true horns with bony cores. These reptiles are found in the dry regions of North and Central America. Males are very territorial and announce their territories with head bobbing displays. Colder weather in mid-October serves as a signal for hibernation. They avoid predation by camouflage or by puffing up their bodies, making them too big to swallow. This lizard is seen as a symbol of strength and healing. Also called thorny devils or mountain devils, these reptiles are found in the Great Sandy Desert in Australia, where there is a sandy loam soil. Their bodies are covered with thick shields and spiny cones, which are mostly boneless, and they are marked with golden and brown patches that serve to camouflage them in their arid habitats. This spiny armor is not only a defense mechanism but also helps the animal retain water. These animals are indicators of ant populations and are very popular in zoos. Also called the Venus fan, it is a species of sea fan, common in the Bahamas. It is a sessile colonial soft coral. The Venus sea fan is a delicate-looking colonial soft coral in the form of a fan composed of a lattice of branches in a single plane. The coral grows from a small base, forming several main branches with side branches and a network of small branchlets. The Venus sea fan is white, yellowish, or pale lavender. This sponge is found along the New England coast. It has a rounded or oval body with a spirally twisted root tuft. Spicules of root tuft continue through the sponge body as an axis or columella and projects above as a gastral cone. Root spicules are compact, stalk-like and twisted, giving the appearance of a rope. Middle part of columella has symbiotic polyps. Sponges are filter feeders. They create a current to draw water in through their tissues and filter out any small particles of food. Analytical fossil research suggests that they are more ancient than other porifera. Euplectella species are deep sea marine animals. They are found in the deep southern Pacific Ocean around the coast of Japan and Philippines, and more recently new species have been found of Australia. The body structure of these animals is a thin-walled, cylindrical, vase-shaped tube with a large central atrium, exhibit some degree of bilateral symmetry. The body is composed entirely of silica in the form of 6 pointed siliceous spicules, which is why they are commonly known as glass sponges. The glassy fibers that attach the sponge to the ocean floor, 5 to 20 centimeter long and thin as human hair, are of interest to fiber optics researchers.
This museum was given the heritage status by UGC in 2008. In their 11th plan, a lump sum money was sanctioned to the department, from which this entire collection, the housing was done. Unfortunately, no restoration work was done at the time, which we are beginning. So to conclude, we have specimens of various types in glass boxes, dry specimens, in cylinders, in formalin, in ethanol, various soft-bodied invertebrates, and depending on the phylum and depending on the type of flesh, the recipe of the preservative also changes. So A, the technical restoration of the animal after conservation, B, the documentation, that is the information behind the flesh, and 3, the molecular barcoding, which is to provide the signature for all the different animals that are here, and that will make for easy identification. And 4th, which will conclude our work of translational studies ongoing in the lab, the museum, the restoration of the specimens and the molecular barcoding, which by the way includes cutting edge technology, some of which are going to be developed and modified in our lab depending on the need of the tissue specimen that we want to preserve, will all be included in a SOP, if you will, a standard operating protocol for museums like this that need to be restored, and information in it translated into viable technology, products and processes that will not only help preserve the specimens but also strengthen the novelty of and indispensability of a resource center like this.